red Solo cup. I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party.
Hey guys, Tuesday. Today we're looking at the Lowenbrau original. I honestly wasn't even aware that they were even still making this. My thoughts on this was something that I went through a lot of back in my 20s, and I don't think I've had it since then. So this is going to be either a trip down memory lane that goes something like this. Oh yeah, I remember that. Or what the hell was I thinking? And this one is goes out as a cheers and a knuckle bump to Matt over at Rise Arms, because I know this was something that he was wondering if I could get a hold of or not. I got a hold of this one, Matt. But quickly, before that, just wanted to show you something that I picked up for the mystery AR. I didn't like the standard bird cage, so I ordered the GRG. This is the same one that is on Ms. Bomey's AR, and I have to honestly say, you are not going to find a finer muzzle brake for the money. It looks like the 50 BMG, but a little smaller, but it actually works, and it works very well. And if you watch any of her video, or I think her brother did like a mag dump, and all it does is push the rifle back. It eliminates all muzzle rise. It's got the two ports at the top, and they cut them at a little bit of a back angle, and I just thought that this looked better. Not to mention, if you've ever been around this when it's fired, it just pisses everybody off on the left and right side of you. Oh, and you might have noticed this, thanks to Travis, something that I picked up from a company, REC GoPro mounts. I was going to get one from, was it Strike Mark? But what I didn't like about that, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work for me or not, is theirs had to be slid down your rail. This one is just like putting sights on or something. It opens up, you pick your spot. This one is the angled one, and if I get adventurous, I might put some video footage of both looking down the barrel, so you get like that perspective, and facing back towards me, which would be that one. They are made out of aluminum, and I also picked up the straight one, which would be the opposite of Travis and Heffy and Nick. And this one will go on like the front of your pistol. The camera would hang upside down. I'm not sure about all the models of the GoPro, but the black allows you in the software to flip the image. So even though the camera's upside down, you'd see the image the right way. I said, well, thumb screw. They seem very well made, and I have to say that these two mounts were less than what Sightmark wanted for just the one. So, and next, as soon as we're done, discussing our Lowenbrau, I will be hopping on and finding out if Alex has completely lost it. That would be Alert357, because you see my Mosin Sporter project here has been sitting at a standstill because the scope mount that I have, and I can't knock the company. ATI, they sent me the kit, which included the screw-on, turn-down handle, which I didn't do, and this scope mount. Well, I have rings from Leupold that are designed for a Picatinny rail, and my gunsmith, along with just about everybody else I talked to, highly recommended the mount from Rock Solid Industries. And what showed up today? Compliments of Alex. The Rock Solid Industries, and this is their newest design. Not only is it a Picatinny rail, but they put another Picatinny rail on the side. And I have to honestly say that my plan was to just get the one with the rail on the top, but along comes my my mount, and all of a sudden I can now get some video footage from the Mosin also, which is going to be very cool. What sets this apart? Well, for starters, it's just a very beefy part. They both have the 2 set screws at the top, but what you do with this one, and I'm not going to do it, this has a appointment tomorrow with my gunsmith, Bill's gunsmith, one of the finest gunsmiths in a long ways. I wish we weren't so far up in the northern tundra, because if anybody needed a good gunsmith, I would highly recommend Bill. This one gets the 2 screws tapped on top, and then you bore sight your scope and get it all set. Well, these are, you know, get them tight enough that you can still maybe move it just a little bit. And once you get everything all aligned and bore sighted, it has another one that mounts into the side of the receiver, thus making it rock solid. So, Alex, I don't know what to say other than thank you, and you've obviously lost your mind. So, like I said, I have the Leupold Picatinny rail style rings, and quite a while back I picked up a Crossfire 2. This one is a 6 to 18 by 44. So next time you see that, it will at least have optics on it. The next thing is I will be doing bedding pillars and bedding the action in that. Okay, enough of all that. Let's have a beer. Lowenbrau. Looks fancy, huh? Oh, ignore her. She's having some kind of a wardrobe malfunction. Let's let Travis open up the Lowenbrau. Okay. And it looks something like that. Okay, good carbonation. This is a malt liquor. And it has that kind of distinctive rusty pipe kind of smell. Cheers, guys. Well, not exactly being blown back in time. We did go through a fair amount of this, you know, along with like the St. Pauli girls, and it's kind of like my first adventure into the dark beer was the St. Pauli dark. But what it has is a kind of that kind of heavy kind of a rusty pipe smell isn't actually in the taste, but what it does have is it's kind of a dry, almost bitter initial experience. And then there's kind of a little bit of a sweet spot, but you still get that kind of industrial kind of a taste to it. And this is what Matt is craving. Cheers, Matt. Rise Arms. I know this was something you really wanted me to find, but we need to talk. Hopefully you'll be at the shoot this year, and you know, I can maybe hook you up with something not this. I don't know, though, to be totally honest, too. It's really not until you're like going, what did I just drink? And the last thing it actually kind of leaves you with is just a kind of a smooth, kind of like, not really caramel sweetness. It's just that little bit of a industrial edge to it. If that was gone, I don't know. I guess I remember it being a little bit better. At the time, you know, this was like the shit, you know. Everybody else was drinking like Budweiser, and we were drinking Lowenbrau from Germany. Where do I put the blast from the past on the E scale? I'm gonna go a little crazy on this one. I think I'm gonna make up my mind. It's like a corn syrup kind of sweetness at the end, but that industrial spot there, that's kind of disturbing. I'd say a 2 for Lowenbrau Original. What do we want to look at tomorrow? It's just bursting out. Ugh. Take a look at something else from... If there's a brew review tomorrow, my friend Tim, who's been clearing out his mom's house, needs some help moving some furniture, and if that works along with visiting the gunsmith, I don't know when I'm going to get home. So let's just hypothetically say I don't do a brew review tomorrow. So the next time we meet, I want to see where Iron Bridge Brown Ale falls on the old brown ale scale. Because the other night, it was on Google with Heffy, and he was drinking Moose Rule last time they, snuck across the border. They picked up a cachet of Moose Rule, and that was really looking good. And I have no excuse because I can just like run down the street and grab some. So let's take a look at this either tomorrow or Thursday. And again, what's your guys' thoughts on that? I don't know, some people might be a traditionalist and not like that, but I think it really gives it a mean, badass look. And like I said, these things work, which is absolutely amazing for 23 bucks delivered. And you can even get that in shiny if you want. And they have other ones in their lineup too. You know, if you want to really see something wickedly cool from them, type in like Amazon, which is where you go find these GRG breaks. Take a look at the GRG Shark. They basically make that all pointy. It looks like something that you could use just as a weapon on its own. So, your thoughts on that? Anyone looking for some good GoPro mounts? I thought I brought the paperwork down here. REC, if I remember, I'll put a link down below. Otherwise, like I said, it's REC mounts. Chrissy, there you go. Okay, Alex, thank you. I'll be talking to you before you actually see this, but this was you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. But I can't wait to see it complete. I won't lie. I got a lot of time into making that thing all nice and shiny. So okay guys, cheers, be safe, and if I don't see you tomorrow, we'll see you on Thursday.